We're up here in Wyoming, high country elk hunt. The season's been open for a couple weeks. This is one of our better tags in the state right now, but we just haven't had time to come up. We've been so busy at work. We've been hustling around the country doing some other hunts. So this is the first time we've been up here. It's a good unit, especially when it snows a little more. There's not as much snow up here as we'd like to see, but there's a little, and there's nobody else at the trailhead, so that's always a good sign. So we're gonna get these horses packed up, get the saddles tight, throw a gun on, and we're gonna get up the mountain. A late season elk hunting, I don't know if it's for me. I'm more of an August, September type of guy. It started out pretty nice down the trailer, but we're up here and the wind's starting to blow, and it's gonna just keep blowing, I'm afraid. We've got a bunch of snow blowing off these cornices up above us, and it's miserable and it's cold. We're gonna get up on top of this pass, kind of look down into another drainage. We just made our way up this big long drainage here, and didn't see much but some big mule deer. We're gonna get over the top. Hopefully we can find some pockets out of the wind, maybe some elk we hold up. But it's a windy, cold bugger, so we'll keep going after it. Well, that got exciting there pretty quick. Just looking at those ewes, and Randy turns around, sees one bull coming over the ridge there about 800 yards. Boy, they're just hanging out right there at about 500 right now. It's too bad they couldn't have brought one a little bigger with them. But biggest one in that bunch was a little 6-point. Then there's a little bigger 5-point in there, but for this unit, that's not quite what we're looking for. Believe it or not, we've seen a group of probably, I don't know, 100 elk, and then another group of about 400. They kind of merged together. They went down into this drainage, and we've just been sitting here watching to see if they come out. It doesn't look like they're gonna. We're gonna bail off the mountain for tonight. You know, there was 2 bulls in there that were potentials. They were a couple miles away when we seen them, and just hard to really glass when it's this windy. So. But we'll be up there in the morning. It doesn't look like they're going to come out of there tonight, so we might get lucky. We'll see what happens. kind of shifted gears this morning. We were up in the mountains yesterday, and it kind of weathered up there last night right when we were leaving, and we heard of a bull down here on some of these flats on some private. We got some permission to hunt this private. So we're out here trying to spot him. We've got a few bulls spotted. They're a couple miles away. It's still a little dark. I think as soon as that sun pokes up, we'll be able to see him a little bit better. But man, it's nice not having 5 coats on and the wind howling. Just kind of down here in the sagebrush flats, so just kind of one extreme to the other. So you can see the mountains behind me. That's kind of where we were yesterday. So this is a lot easier country down here. We just caught the back end of a herd of elk going up this draw. We didn't get to see about half of them, so we're just gonna sneak right out here on top of them, see what they are. But they're just right here. Well, I think we just about got glass on all of those elk over there. The biggest bull is a nice bull, but he's just not what we're looking for. Just kind of a weak top end. You know, we're starting to actually wonder what the heck's going on. You're supposed to shoot some big bulls in this unit, but we've looked over probably 2,000 head of elk in the last 10 days, and this is one of the bigger bulls that we've seen. It's kind of disappointing. It's just an off year. We've heard that from some other guys hunting that are regulars, and it's just disappointing. But supposed to shoot bigger bulls than that, but we're getting towards the end of the season, and we definitely want to get a bull on the ground. We've got some other ones we're gonna go take a peek at. We're gonna let these settle down, and we'll get out of here. Well, we actually got the gun out of the truck this time. Got on a new herd of elk. 1 5 and 1 little 6. It seems this time of the year, if the big bunches of cows just don't have the big bulls in there. We're looking for some bachelor herds of bulls, but we're just not finding them. You know, we got a group of 150 up here. We just were on a group of 200, maybe even 300 in that group. We need the group of 10 with all 6 points in there, you know. That's what we're looking for. But hey, we're actually only about an hour from work, so we're gonna just pack it up, go to work, and maybe hit it this evening. So we'll see. Well, it's the last day. We've been hitting it hard for about a week straight. We kind of had a big bull shot out from underneath us yesterday, unfortunately, but we roll up into this other spot, and it's do or die today. Good thing is we pull up and there's 75, 80 head of elk just right across the creek from us, 670 yards. Big bunch up there, about 900 yards. They're all cows, but I mean the elk are out, so doesn't sound like anybody's been up in here buggering them, so maybe we'll have a chance today, but just do or die. 350 bull. I think we found our bachelor group of bulls finally. I mean, we're not there yet, but they're there. About 1.5 miles away, but there's some good ones. They're all bulls. We're gonna be exposed here for a little bit, so we're just trying to figure out the best way to go about approaching these elk. I think we're gonna kind of go up around the corner and get down in the bottom of the straw. Hopefully we can get close enough for a shot. He's 1,080.
Shot.
Mike, hell of a shot, man. Hell of a shot. Perfect wind.
Huh?
Oh my heavens.
Huh?
Oh, holy smokes.
Huh?
1,060 yards. The rangefinder, because we're up here about 10,000 feet, said dial to 1,000 yards. That's the longest shot I've ever made on camera, I think. I think it is. One shot, big bull. We've hunted all day. We've had these crazy winds up here. We've been sitting up here for probably a half an hour, just trying to figure out what wind to hold. We ended up holding for 10 miles an hour. We hold 3.8 minutes up here. That's 38 inches of wind, and it just pile drived him. And he's a good bull too. I mean, we're last day in this thing, and we got him. Oh yeah!
Good shot, Mike.
Dude, I watched it can him. I watched it can him. He's right up here, 100 yards in front of us. It's gonna be a nice little climb up to him. But you can see, we couldn't sneak up the bottom at him because it's just wide open. That's why we had to shoot him from them trees way down there. Oh. He's nothing like that monster we had yesterday that got shot out from underneath us, but this is a great last day bull. I'm happy with him. Happy with the shot. Hunting this elk is not easy business. He's got pretty good mass. You know, if you look down below us, it's all open, just wide open. And there was no way to approach this guy from the bottom. We had to climb the next ridge over on the back side of it. Tried a couple different things. Finally, we had to drop down through the timber and the snow and got an angle on this bull. We had to shoot him at right at 1,080 yards in order to, it's the only place we could shoot from. You know, as soon as we crested that hill, it dipped off and there was just no way to shoot. We had to take him from there. So I'm stoked. My boy's gonna love this one in his bedroom, and I can't wait to get off this mountain. No, it's cold and windy, and we're way up there. So
hunting apparel for long-range pursuit provided by Sitka and Kenetrek Boots of Montana. License applications made through Cabela's Tags. Brought to you by Gunwerks, G7 Optics, Night Force, Hornady, Flatline Ops, and Caldwell Shooting Supplies.
He was 1,080. I come back, it says dial to 1,009. I hit the arrow key. It says for a 10-mile-an-hour wind, I need to hold 3.8 minutes. We doped a 10-mile-an-hour wind with our Caldwell wind meter, and we hammered that thing. And all we got to do now is go get him out of here. And we can go home, baby. We're done. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!